All right, take two. My brain just, nothing wants to come out today. No words, nothing. Anyways, hello, friends. I know, it's been a long time. I said about probably almost 2 months ago, I was going to post a second video on the stitch tutorials for the stick and stitch for embroidery. And then I got sick, and that put me down for, probably a good week. Because my 4-year-old grandson got sick with me, and then everybody else in the family got sick. And then I had major dental work done. I had molars on both sides, 2 on the bottom here, and then 1 up here on the top, removed. And I was doing okay. And then when I was able to start actually eating solid foods again, that's where the problems started coming in, because it's like I'm having to relearn how to talk, how to chew, what foods I can and can't eat. Yes, there are foods I cannot eat anymore. I'm noticing I'm slurring my speech. You really just don't understand, know that you really need those teeth to help you form your words and everything every single day. So it's been a struggle with that. Like I said, having to give up some of my favorite foods that I can't eat anymore. And I don't know if that's going to change later on down the road, because it's only been a month, I think, since I had it done. But it's been hard even just to so much as drink anything, because it gets stuck on both sides, almost like the back now, because there's no teeth back there. It's just a pocket. And then that's been posing other issues with my teeth, because I have severe bone loss in both the upper and lower jaw. And my dentist did tell me I'm not too far off from basically losing all of my teeth, and I'm only 46. It's been a struggle my whole life with dental health. So anyways, moving on from that, then right after I had my dental work, I got sick again. And then this last time that I was sick, I cannot shake it. My body is just so weak and tired. And I think it's part of it is just because, I'm not able to eat properly right now. Even fruits and vegetables are hard because of the seeds. The seeds get stuck. So, anyways, yeah, if you notice, I'm in my closet. I'm in my yarn room. I don't know if you can see behind me here some of my yarn, but it goes all the way back in both sides of my closet. All these bags here. These bags are wonderful, by the way, from Amazon. They're just those zipper bags that you can put clothes or whatever in. And I know I'm all over the place, but you know what? That's how my brain's been today. That's how my brain has been the last couple of weeks, is I'm just all over the place. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. But anyways, I'm doing 2 videos back to back. The first one is this one right here. So, number 1, I don't edit my videos. I record them on my cell phone, and I upload them to my YouTube right away. Second of all, my goal is going to be to record at least 1 video a week. My life is absolutely crazy. I'm raising a 4-year-old, soon to be 5 in just a couple of weeks. And I'm also a homeschool mom, grandma. So my life is insane. 90% of what happens each and every single day falls on my shoulders. So even when I think I'm going to sit down and make a video, I am utterly exhausted. I mean, I'm making coffee now in the middle of the day, at the end of the day, just to be able to sleep at night, which is unusual for me. Black tea's no longer helping me to stay awake. I'm just, every day. I'm thanking God, though, every single day is a new day, and, all I can do is just start every day new and move forward, right? That's all we can do. But moving forward with this channel, I promise you guys I'm not going anywhere. I have goals for the end of the year to hit 100 subscribers. I know that means probably not much to anybody out there, but to me it means a lot, because I started this channel under another name a few years ago, during some crazy times. We're not going to say what that was, but we all know what that was. And I didn't really expect it to go anywhere. I was just kind of all over the place with the channel, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. And then I recently changed my name to Tiny Little Blessings. And you're probably wondering why I did that. Well, I did that because over the last few years, my eyes have really been open to a lot. I used to be a very doom and gloom person and just nothing's going right. And then my eyes were open just recently, like every day is a blessing. You've got to look for that silver lining in everything. In every single day, there is a silver lining. As hard as it may be to find it, trust me, I get it. My life, like I said, is an absolute roller coaster. Sometimes I don't know if we're going forwards or backwards. And I'm not a huge roller coaster person, so you can just imagine how I feel on that. But my eyes have really been open to just, waking up every day. That's a blessing, right? Just to have a brand new day, start the new day, forget what happened in the day before. Thank God for that new day. But just in all the bad that has happened over the last few years, I'm seeing so many little blessings. I'm coming up on 2 years, April 14th, that my dad was taken from me very unexpectedly. Being 3,000 miles away, I didn't know what to do when I got that call from my mom on April 11th asking what do we do? And it was so hard because the last time I heard my dad's voice was him screaming in agony and pain that he didn't want to die. He didn't know what was going on. So I told my mom. They both live in low-income housing. They don't drive, so they rely on city transportation and such. So I had to instruct my mom how to call for help, and she did, and they took him in, and by the time they got him into the hospital, his whole body was shutting down. He did not even make it to 70 years old. This was right before Easter that year. And my mom told me, she's like, don't come home, don't come home. No, like I said, we live in Southern California. They're in Michigan. So it was like I was trying to figure everything out. Like I was ready to get in my car and just start driving. I was not thinking correctly whatsoever. But by that Saturday, I was on a plane out of Los Angeles to Michigan to help my mom. To help my mom take care of everything with my dad. And in that time, my best friend, who has been more of a sister to me than anything, we've been together since 4th grade. She asked me, she said, what is one thing? What do you need? What do you need? My hotel room was already, booked. My plane ticket was already booked. And I really, I told her, I said, really, I need incidentals. I needed like my, my shampoo, my conditioner, my soaps, just anything to make it easier on me so that when my plane landed in Michigan, I could focus solely on my mom. And so when my plane landed in Michigan, I went straight to my mom's house on the 16th of April and checked on her. We made plans because the next day, April 17th, was Easter Sunday. My dad loved holidays. He loved Easter. He loved Christmas because it celebrated the birth, death, and resurrection of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He was a very, very godly man. So her and I, our family's small. I'm an only child. So we made plans for Easter. I told her, I would stop on my way to her apartment the next morning, that Sunday morning, get a little dinner so we could have a dinner in his honor. And unfortunately, we had an empty seat at the table that year. Or so I thought. He was still with us there in spirit and in thought. But I spent 10 days back there helping get him all his affairs settled, which there wasn't much. It was just the way Michigan laws are to California laws. It's a little bit different as far as the cremation. And because he became a ward of the state, then I had to claim his remains. Sorry. That was a weird sound. I don't know what that was. Something is yelling at me to charge a battery, and I don't know what it is. Anyways. So anyways, back to the whole Michigan thing. It was in those 10 days I realized so many little blessings. Be it from... Well, let me backtrack. After I left my mom's house, I went and I didn't even have to check into my hotel. My best friend had already checked into the hotel for me. And as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, they had already taken care of all of that. All I had to do was pay for my plane ticket and get to Michigan. Pay for my rental car. Everything else was covered. I got into my hotel room. And they had... My best friend and all of our girls from our group had gone above and beyond. My room was stocked with snacks and everything, because here's the other thing, friends. I was in my final semester of college. I was fixing to graduate with my sociology degree in 1 month. I had so many people telling me, take a gap year. You're going to be fine. Take a gap year. And I said, no, that's not what Dad would want. Dad would want me to finish. So I kid you not, I did my last Zoom class from a hotel room while I was there in Michigan. I did most of my final assignments, studying, prep, everything from my hotel room. But I had everything and then some that I could have needed. I mean, there was, my Starbucks coffee was covered for a long while. So I didn't have to worry about coffee in the mornings. Thankfully, Starbucks was right there. I'm not a huge Starbucks fan, but they do have some good coffees if you have them made right. But it was in those 10 days that I realized that there are blessings inside the storms. I had family asking me to breakfast, family I haven't really talked to in a long time. We went to breakfast together. We talked like we never even had a gap in the years. Just all my girlfriends being together, coming together for not just me, but for my mom. And then fast forward to last October, I went and spent an early birthday with my mom. We drove from California to all over the place. Our final stop was in Michigan before we started heading back to California. But just to see how they welcomed my mom, because I told them, when we did a get together last year, it's going to be me and Mom. Because my mom didn't get out when Dad was alive. Dad was very set in his ways, and that's okay. Everybody is, right? Everybody has their own thing, and so Mom didn't get out very much. And so last year we went to a city called Frankenmuth, which is a sweet little German town in Michigan. Highly recommend it if you are ever in the area. It's just so much fun. But Mom hadn't been there for, oh my gosh, maybe 40 plus years. And just to see the happiness on her face, and to see how all my friends and their husbands, fiancés accepted her and brought her into our little group. That right there was that blessing. Probably not a tiny one, that's a big one, but I'm just saying there were so many tiny blessings in that storm, and that was just the start of our storms. Last January, I took up crochet again. I finally picked up my crochet hooks, pulled out the yarn, because I've been a loom knitter for a couple of years, and amongst other crafts and macrame, that kind of thing. But I started taking up crochet, and even that's been a little blessing each and every day, just to pick up my hook. But look for it in life, friends. You may be in a storm, you may be in the valley, you may be trying to climb up out of that valley. But let me just tell you, there is light on the other side of it all. You've just got to look for it. So moving forward with this channel, friends, Tiny Little Blessings is going to remain. I kind of have an idea where I'm going to go with this channel. This channel is going to be, of course, about yarn, my journey in the crochet world, but I'm also going to bring into it my loom knitting. I will not be doing tutorials or patterns or any of that. I will do a lot of like knit and chat or crochet and chat. Those are becoming pretty popular. There's a lot of people out on the YouTube streets that do wonderful, wonderful tutorials and patterns. And honestly, that's just not me. I have a hard time being an instructor. I'm a better follower than I am an instructor. So with that being said, friends, I'm not going to be focusing too much on my pets. I will be focusing on my travel. I already said my journey in the yarny crochet world. But I'm going to just be focusing, like I said, I'll focus on travel. I know I already said that. Sorry, I got sidetracked. And like I said, there we go. I'm taking myself down a rabbit trail here. But I really would love to get more subscribers, more friends on this channel. I will be doing 1 day a week at minimum. I will try and do more. And I'm saying a lot. I don't like that. So by the end of the year, by December 31st, I would like to see 100 subscribers. So to do that, I need your help to please like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. But yeah, so another thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to do question and answers once I start getting more subscribers. I will do question and answer chats because those seem to be really popular. And I will tell you, there is going to be stuff I'm not going to answer, but that's just my choice. So we are approaching the 20-minute mark here, and I was hoping to cap this at about 20 minutes. So for now, we are going to be focusing on yarn, my journey in the crochet world, my journey in the loom knitting world. Maybe I'll throw some macrame in there. My thrift store hauls. I love thrift stores. Yeah, I will do occasional shout outs to people on the YouTube streets. I will get back to that embroidery stuff though soon. Maybe that'll be my video for next week. I can get back to the embroidery stuff because I have added more stick and stitch embroidery things. So with that being said, friends, I am going to get off of here so I can record my other video, which is a yarn haul from a thrift store last week that I'm pretty excited about. But for now, be kind, love one another, and just, you know, smile at them, say hi. You don't know what people are going through every single day. So yeah, for now, friends, I'm going to let you go, and we will chat again soon. Love y'all. Bye.